Welcome to CTN videos. Today we have a review of Google Now for iOS specifically. This is a great feature that is available on iOS and Android, originally on Android, and tracks your location and the time of day and gives you updates according to that, like how the traffic is at work, how the traffic is to home, what a team, whether at home, work, or the time at home if you traveled, currencies, boarding passes, and tracking shipments, just stuff like that. And it's really a useful feature. Now, you have to make sure you download the Google Search app, and if you already have it, make sure you update it. And if you already updated it, you're good. And that would be the 3.0 version, 3.0.0 version. And so when you're in the Google Search app, you just scroll up from here, and this lets you it gives you all your cards. And I only have one card because I accidentally deleted them all. Not accidentally, but I did delete them all in the couple videos for this before. But I had a weather app, a weather card, and other stuff like that. But here I have a team, so I can swipe out like that. And that's a little nicer than the Android version, which just straightly swipes out. But I think that's kind of more of an iOS type feel, I think. Because the Android is kind of focused on really simple, not very many animations. So you can show sample cards, and then it gives you stuff like, just gives you all of the sample cards and just stuff as I said already. And then settings, which gives you all the features, and it has all the stuff I mentioned before and a lot more. So, well, I'm gonna go put this aside just a little bit, just right next to the camera, just like that. And so I'm gonna bring in my Nexus 7, and I'm gonna wake it up really quick. So it's not very much different. The Android version has more features, and for Nexus devices, if you hold down on the home button, that comes up, and you just swipe up like that, and it gives you Google Now. Now, it syncs across devices, and as I said, as you swipe, it just goes straight. It doesn't bend, anything like that. Now, the improvements that I think they really should make on the iOS version is this voice search right here, it's right here. So you can't get to it like that. And you can tap this and do this, and that works. But I think this icon, just as it is here, should be right here. Or you should be able to say Google. And it does that. And it says, search or say Google. 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 Just like that. And sometimes there are some bugs, apparently. Normally it works very good, though, and I think they should have that feature in it. And then have Google Goggles and apps. I think they should just get rid of this interface up here. I honestly think that, and just access all this stuff that's up here, and just access that in here, under here. That would just make it a lot more streamlined and would work better, because this is just beautiful. And so is this. It's very identical, except, those features. And I want to open up the Google Search app, or just name it Google Now, the app, and just bam, it's instant, just like that, instantly. And so instead, of having to wait for the Google app to load, and then it actually takes a separate load and waits for Google Now to load. It doesn't take too long, but that's kind of annoying. Overall, this is a great feature, and on Android it's a good feature if you haven't already used it. Now it's on Android 4.0 and up. And this is a great iOS app. I'm very glad it does, in case like I do, if you have an Android tablet, or eventually if it goes on the Chrome or Chrome OS, if you have that and have an iOS device, and you want it on iOS, you can now do that. So it's very handy. Google's pretty cross-platform, and before we know it, Google Keep will be on it, and maybe Google Babble. Thank you for watching CTN videos. Please check back soon. We post videos very often, and we also have a podcast by searching CTN Technology Podcast or CTN's Technology Podcast in iTunes, and that'll pop up, and please subscribe to that. Any reviews in iTunes are nice too. Also, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We love feedback.